All right, all in the building. We got Coach B in the building. How's it going? Nice seeing you guys. Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me okay. All right, Veronica is giving me thumbs up. What's up, Rob? I see you, man. How's it going, everybody? Love it. All right, listen, I'm going to get my phone put on Do Not Disturb so nobody can call me, nobody can text me. I am all yours tonight, guys. Welcome to the Ditch Your Website workshop. And in tonight's class, I'm going to walk with you and show you how you can take your outdated, your old website that's not generating you any leads or any sales currently, and how you can turn that into a lead and cash machine. Is that okay with you guys? Let me know in the chat if that's cool with you. Drop a 1 if you're cool with me showing you exactly how we do this time and time and time again for our clients. All right, Coach Valerie, I love the energy. I'm going to pull up my chat. If you see me looking off, it's because my screen is right here and I can see the chat and I can see your faces, and you guys are looking beautiful. Rob, you're looking good today, my friend. You're looking good, bro. So listen, so pumped, so excited that you guys are here. This class is going to be really, really powerful in many aspects, and it doesn't really matter what business you're in. We got people from every type of industry here. We have people from coaches, course creators, consultants. We have people who have service-based business. We have teachers in here. Let me know in the chat. I would love to start off by networking. Let me know in the chat who we have here in the room. And if you're watching on Facebook, this is live streamed to Facebook. So everybody watching on Facebook, you participate, or YouTube as well. Let me know what industry you're from. What industry are you from before we jump in here? Because I need to know who I'm talking to, and I need to know exactly who I can tailor this message to so I can make sure it helps you guys the most. All right, we have education and ministry, pastor, coach, investor, love that, health and wellness. Okay, so we got a little mix of everybody in here today. So this is going to be super powerful because I want you to know from the very jump, what I'm about to teach you can be used for you. It doesn't matter if you're brand new to online marketing, if you're just now getting your presence out there, this can be used. I honestly believe any industry. Coach B says a relationship coach. Love it. But tonight I'm going to show you guys how you can use it for your industry and how you can use it to dominate and take your online lead flow to the next level. Okay, so before we jump in here, I just want to introduce myself for everybody who's brand new and you're like, who the heck is this dude standing in front of me right now on a camera? I got an email, I got a text, I seen an ad, I don't know who he is. My name is Michael Tucker, and for the past 5 to 6 years, I've been spending my time in the digital marketing space, okay? So I don't want to talk much about me, but what God's been able to do through my life and what he's been able to help me achieve has been pretty cool. I didn't ever intend to do what I'm doing now, helping people just like you make more money and generate more leads online. But it just kind of happened about 5 years ago whenever I was helping one of my friends start his online business. You see, I didn't have no money. I didn't have any money. I was a broke college kid, just got married. My wife and I, you guys will get a kick out of this. We spent all of our money on a honeymoon to Bali. All right. It was the best trip ever. It was worth it, but we sacrificed all of our savings. And so I was in college at the time, and I was trying to figure out, I was like, God, what do you want me to do with my life? And one of my mentors came and said, hey, Michael, I'll coach you as long as you help me in my business. He knew I was savvy whenever it came to internet marketing. You know, he knew I was building websites for myself on other past businesses I had started. But he said, why don't you just help me here and there, and I'll coach you for free. I was like, hey, that's a good deal. You coach me for free. You normally charge hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'll help you. Cool. So needless to say, after a lot of hard work, a lot of long nights, we ended up building his business, his online business, to over 7 figures, over $1 million in a year. And a lot of the principles I'm going to share with you all tonight are what we implemented into his business. So are you guys cool if I share that with you tonight? Are you guys cool if I just jump right on in and share what I implemented in his business, what we're implementing in people's businesses all around the world every single day? All right, I see the thumbs up coming. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. And I'm going to get my screen prepared because I am going to share the screen some here. Screen share some. Sorry, I talk fast, so sometimes my words get a little jumbled up. But I'm going to prepare my screen share here for you guys because we're going to go really, really deep into marketing tonight. And listen, if you're brand new to marketing, I don't want you this to be scary. This is going to be really for anybody at any level because I want to help you guys learn what it takes to take your website. Let me know. Wait, first, before we go, does anybody have a website here? Let me know in the chat. Does anybody have a website here? Put a yes in the chat if you're like, hey, I currently have a website. That's me. All right. I seen somebody gave me a thumbs up on Facebook. Okay, so I'm guessing that's Veronica. Yes, you have one. Okay. All right. It's under construction. Okay, so cool. I want you all to know, and I want to set the foundation straight right here. What I'm about to tell you does not mean you have to get rid of your website. Okay, tonight it's going to seem like I'm anti-websites. Okay, so if you hear me talking and you say, Michael, dang, it sounds like you're putting down websites. I'm not. I've just found a better way to use them and a better way to get leads and sales online, and I want to share it with you. So I would challenge you to open up your mind, even if it's under construction, even if your website's under construction, open up your mind, open up your heart for what is about to happen. So tonight, to give you a little rundown, this is going to be a pretty intensive class over the next about 60 to 90 minutes. We're going to talk about the secret tool I've been using to generate hundreds of thousands of leads and over $30 million in the past 3 years for our clients. I'm going to share how you build the tool. I'm going to share with you how you drive traffic to the tool, and then how you automate it so you don't have to worry about it ever again. All right. So really 4 steps. We may dive into a few more here and there because some of you guys may have some questions and things as we go along. So we may get a little bit deeper based off of the needs of the class here. But one thing before we do this, if you have somebody that is in your life that you feel like, hey, they have a website, they're trying to get more leads online, they're trying to grow their online business, share this Zoom link with them. I really don't care if you share this with them, just so you're aware. Go ahead, share this link with a friend or 2 or 3. Just text them, be like, hey, I'm on this free class right now. You know, he's teaching people how to turn their website into, help them get more business. Join us here. And who knows? You never know who that could help. You could text 2 or 3 friends and it could change their business forever. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that because it could be something that is efficient and good for them. All right, let's jump right on in. So you guys are in here and you're like, all right, Michael, where do we start? Well, let's start at the very foundation. Let's start if we're building a house. You see, whenever it comes to online marketing and generating leads online, a lot of people have their view and perspective twisted. And let me explain that. You see, there's an old way and a new way to do marketing and to generate leads and to generate sales. But before we get there, we have to set the foundation. I want you guys to take analysis of where you're at currently in your business, right? I want to take analysis of where we're at in our business. So before we dive in here, before we go any further and we talk about the old way versus the new way, all that, I want to set the foundation and dive into exactly where are we at, right? Let's take inventory of our business because one of the biggest mistakes I see is people don't know their businesses and people don't know their metrics. And so this is going to sound like very basic. This is going to sound very intro, but I want to ask, and if some of you all bought the workbook, you should have this in your email. But I want to go ahead and before we dive into this, I want to ask, what ways are you driving new traffic to your website currently? Let's just think about that currently. Let's brainstorm. Let's become self-aware of where we're at currently before we dive into this. How are you guys driving traffic to your website right now? I want to know. Is anybody driving traffic to their website currently? If so, let me know how that is happening. Facebook ads. Rob, are you currently running Facebook ads? Let me know in the chat. If you are for sure And let me know what for. This is going to get interesting. All right. Let me know, how are you driving leads there currently? Or not leads, but traffic to your website or your landing page currently. So Rob said Facebook ads. For some of us, it's social media. We're going to get into some traffic secrets here in just a little bit. Okay, I've turned them off currently, but yes, we are. Okay. Some people use social media. Some people use paid advertising like Rob was doing. But I want you to take a self-assessment here, because by the end of the night, you're going to have so many ideas, and you may scrap some, you may add some, you may tweak what you're doing. It's going to be really cool. Next thing I want to know, how many leads are you bringing into your business every day, every week, every month? I would love to know how many are you bringing in? And for some of you, you probably say, I have no clue. And that is okay. That is us becoming self-aware that we need to start tracking things. Listen, what you can't track, you can't grow. I'm going to say that again. What you don't track and what you can't track, you can't pour fuel to the fire on. You can't grow it if you can't track it. And so one of the biggest, so I'm working with a client right now, just so you guys are aware. This client easily has the potential to be doing $20 to $30 million per year. Easily. But you know what he's not doing? He wasn't tracking efficiently. And so because he's not tracking efficiently, we didn't have any stats, we didn't have any metrics, and we can't make any informed decisions. So we're going to get into that a little later on. But I wanted to ask you guys, how many leads are you bringing in per day or per week or per month? Are you aware of that? If not, what I want to challenge you to do is when you leave this class, start tracking those metrics. Sit down and calculate, okay, how many leads? And when I say leads, I'm talking about people who are interested in your product or your services. You collect their information. How many? And so if you're at ground zero, Angela says, I'm brand spanking new. I'm just starting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's no judgment there. Thanks for speaking up, Angela. And so, all right, next thing I want you to identify. How many of these leads, for those of you guys that are tracking, how many of those leads are converting into sales? All right. So it's one thing to track how many leads you're getting in your business, how many people are interested in your product or service, but how many of those are actually turning into sales? And what's going to be really cool is tonight, once we get through this, you're going to see the importance of this. And, but I just wanted you to use this exercise at the beginning for those of you who are pouring money into marketing, for those of you who are actively marketing your business, so you can see exactly where your business is at currently. Because what I want you to do is, after we go through this process tonight, and once you implement what I teach you and what we go over, I want you to compare it in 30 days. I want you to compare it in 60 days and see how much progress you've made, because this is going to be really fun. Okay, let's jump right on in. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about tonight, guys. So once you know that, I want to transition. We're going to start getting into the meat and potatoes, because we know where you're at now currently, but up to this point, like I mentioned earlier, there's been a stigma, right? There's been a stigma in online marketing, and I don't know why, but for most of us, when we started a business, I like crowd participation. When you start a business, what are some of the top 5 or 10 things you need? Let's just brainstorm in the chat. Whenever somebody says, I'm going to start a business, what are the top 5 or 10 things people say they need? I'm going to throw one out there. Some people will say an LLC, right? That's one. People's like, I need to get my business licensed. I need to get it official, right? Rob says goals and vision. Okay. And that's maybe one. A lot of people say, I need LLC. I need goals and vision. I need a business plan. You guys ever heard that? Yeah, I need a business plan. Angela says, I need customers, a website. Boom. Hit the nail. Look, somebody in Facebook said it too. Somebody in Facebook, it's really small. Let me see if I can make this bigger. But they said, let me see here. They said website. Exactly. Most people think that when you're starting a business, you need a website. Now, up to this point in time, and up to about, I'd say probably 5 to 10 years ago, Yes, right? Because you think about the early 2000s, the internet was new. To have a website back in the early 2000s meant you were a big deal, right? If you had a website, that meant that you were on the web, you could be found internationally, and that was an amazing thing. But here's the thing. Online world has become saturated. Like when you're starting a new business, a website is cool, but it's not going to move a needle much in your business when you're first starting out. But we became conditioned for some reason to think that we need a daggum website, right? We need a website. So what we do is, and let me know if you guys relate to this, you go to Wix.com or you go to Squarespace or you go to WordPress and you go and make a mediocre funnel with a mediocre logo and slap it up there and say, I have a business. Does that sound familiar, anybody? It's okay. I've been there. That's been me in the past. And so what most people do, yeah, Angela says now we just use Facebook groups. Yeah. But most people, they go and they just slap up a website and think that's going to help them generate more sales. But listen, that was the old way. All right. That was the old way. Well, listen, I'm about to introduce you all for those of you that haven't been around me. I'm about to introduce you to a world of new possibilities. I'm going to introduce you to the new way of marketing. All right. So strap your seatbelts in. Keep both hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times during this ride because it's about to get crazy. And yeah, Veronica says she puts flyers and business cards out. Love it. But we're going to introduce you the new way, okay? Because the old way says you need to have a website, right? But the new way says that you need to have a funnel, okay? And so for some of you guys, you know what this is. For some of you guys, you don't. But tonight, I'm going to introduce to you guys a new way, and it's called a sales funnel, right? And this isn't anything new. This isn't something that just came out this year. This isn't something that came out last year. It's something that's been happening over years. But what's happened is only the smartest marketers knew how to use them effectively. Only the most clever online marketers knew how to implement them in ways to generate more leads and more sales. But as the internet has become more readily available to people around the world and more knowledge has gotten out there, these sales funnels have become a lot more mainstream. And so all I'm doing tonight is presenting you guys with something that you may not have heard of. You may have, but bring to light something that could change your business forever. And it's called a funnel. Now, I'm not sitting here tonight and I'm not going to tell you guys it's the funnel you put oil in your car. It's not one of those. Some of you guys are like, Michael, what in the world is a funnel? A funnel is a website with a purpose. All right. That's what I want you to write down. If you're taking notes, a funnel is a website with a purpose. All right. And I'm going to give you guys some examples tonight. We're going to walk through this together. But how many of you would think or would say that your website has one main purpose? For some of you guys, you would say, yeah, probably so. But for others, you would say, probably not, right? I don't know what the purpose of my website is other than just to let people know what we do. But what I'm about to introduce you to and show you guys tonight, sales funnels, are the only purpose behind them is to get your customer to enter your ecosystem and get closer to one goal. Whatever that goal is, you get to decide. For Rob, it's going to be different than myself. For Veronica, it's going to be different. For Peggy, it's going to be different. For Angela, it's going to be different. So tonight, what we're going to do is this secret tool, these marketing funnels, these sales funnels, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can dive into building them yourself and implementing them in a way that's going to increase the amount of leads and the amount of sales that come into your business. But before we do that, there's some of you all that need a little bit further explanation of what a funnel is. And so if I had a picture, I'm going to pull, if you see me going away from the screen, just a reminder, I'm pulling stuff up on my computer here. But if I had a whiteboard up here, it would look something like this. Let me pull this up. It would look something like an upside down triangle, right? All right, here we go. And what's going to happen is, let me see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is kind of cool. Let's pull this one up. All right. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Put a one in the chat if you can see this. All right. All right. As you guys can see on the right side, I want you to refer to the right. Imagine a funnel that you would use to put oil into your vehicle, your truck or your car, right? What normally happens when you put oil into the car, right? Oil comes through the top, oil comes through the bottom, right? The same thing happens with a sales funnel. Traffic comes through the top, but the only thing about sales funnels is only some conversions come through the bottom. And I'm going to explain this in just a second. What a sales funnel is remember, a website with a purpose. So it's a dedicated, I'm going to say this, what I like to how to explain them is a one-page website with one mission in mind. And what you do is you drive traffic to the top of the funnel. And for some of us, we have a sales process, so I'll break this down in just a second. But you put traffic through the top of the funnel and through your website, right? And then as people go through the funnel, certain ones become leads, certain ones become sales. And what happens is these funnels, they're used to guide people along your sales process. Now, some of you all have sales process. Yes, Veronica, I'm recording it on the back end here on my computer, not in Zoom, but on my computer. And so for some of you guys, you have a sales process, right? A funnel helps people get through your sales process faster. I don't know about you guys, but I would love, and I do love, when prospects come through my sales process fast. And that's what funnels are really good at doing. Funnels are good at taking people who are interested in your product and taking them through your sales cycle as fast as possible. It's all done online in their websites with a purpose. And so I'm going to give you guys an example here in just a few minutes of what these looks like. And I'm going to give you a few comparisons to show you the differences so you guys get this in your head. But one thing I want to ask you guys is, what's your sales process? For some of y'all, you may not know, and that's okay. But what is your sales process? When somebody's interested in your products, what is the process they go through to get them? What is the process somebody has to take to become a customer of yours or to claim a service of yours? For some of you guys, it may be to book a call. They may give you their information. They book a call and talk with you on the phone. For others, it may be they give you their information. Then they purchase a book, or they purchase a course, or they purchase a video, or they watch a video. Then they maybe fill in an application. I don't know what your sales process is. We all have different sales processes, but what I love is that what I'm about to show you, these sales funnels, these online, really dialed in websites, we'll call them, can be used to hone in your sales process and guide people through it faster. Right? So Rob has his sales process as an ad. He sends people to a webinar. He consults and then purchase, right? So he meets with them on a call and then purchases. And so a funnel for Rob may be a one-page website, which I'm about to show you guys, and drives people to watch a training like this. That's the only purpose. There's not no about me. There's not no any contact us. There's not buy my ebook, buy my life coaching. It's watch this webinar, right? And so, is this making sense so far? Let me know. I don't want to go far without you guys feeling like this makes sense. And if it doesn't, we're about to clear it up because I'm about to give you some examples. Angela says yes. Okay, cool. But the problem is with people doing it the old way, they create websites, and the websites are so sporadic and so, I guess you would say, so everywhere. We'll just say that there's no purpose in mind. There's no sales process to the website. Yeah, they may have a contact us button, but What if they have to scroll through all the mess to find it? How do they do that? How do they even find that contact information on most websites? I don't know about you all, but have you ever been on a website before and you just couldn't find the contact information for somebody? Or you had a customer reach out to you and say, I tried everywhere to find your contact information, couldn't find it, right? It's the most annoying thing ever. We don't want that to happen. And so let me pull this out. I'm going to give you guys some more examples here. I'm going to make this really, really fun for us. All right. And let me know in the chat, where's everybody tuning in from? Do we have people from Kentucky? Is there any Kentucky people? I know Rob's from Ohio, but where are we coming in from? All right, Ohio, Kentucky. Angela's Kentucky. What's up? All right, Florida. We got Florida in the building. I'm sorry. I always see headlines of Florida woman does this or Florida man does this. Alabama's here. I love it. All right. So what I'm going to show you guys is the difference between, I pull this up and I want to say this. And I want to show you this. I'm going to show you this. And I don't mean anything mean against this guy, okay? Because he uses sales funnels too, okay? You can use sales funnels and websites, by the way. You can use both. But the problem is most people, when they're building a business, they only have one, right? They only have the website. And so what I want to do is I want to take you guys on a journey and show you this comparison model together, okay? So let's dive into the differences between a website and a funnel for some of you guys that need a little bit more explanation. And we'll go in and you guys can ask some questions along the way. So as you guys can see here, do you guys know this guy? Anybody know this gentleman right here? Oops. There we go. That should be good now. All right, Tony Robbins, right? One of the biggest motivational speakers, one of the biggest business coaches in the world. This is his website. Now, Tony, he uses sales funnels, like I mentioned. But for most business owners, when we start our business, we build something like this, right? We build something that has a shop page, coaching, programs, events, guide, resources. There is so much more here. Now, Tony, if you're watching this, which I doubt you ever will, I love the site. It looks amazing, right? You can see he was featured on Fortune magazine, Forbes, Inc. He's helped a lot of people. He has some really cool graphics. But the problem with this is, like we talked about earlier, people get lost in a sea of information. I want you guys to write this down. Simple is better. Most times, now I'm not saying all the time, but most time, whenever it comes to online marketing, simple is better. Because what happens is when people build their websites and they're starting their business, build their website, they build something like this, hoping and praying that traffic comes to their website and converts into sales, into leads. But what happens is they just confuse their customers and give their customers too many choices. And ultimately, their customers don't make a decision at all, right? Do we ever want that? No. I'm sure you all have related. Have you guys ever been to the grocery store or maybe, okay, this is the best illusion. I just thought of this. You ever have like you're in a relationship and your wife asks you, hey, where would you like to go to eat, right? And then she lists out all these places. Now, for me, I'm a simple guy, right? And my wife's probably upstairs listening to this and probably like, Michael, I wish you would just pick a restaurant, right? And so she would give me all these choices. And like you just get overwhelmed with the choices that you don't pick anything. You're just like, you choose. That's what these websites are like, right? There's so much information. Most time people don't consume anything because it's just information overload. We don't want that for your people. And so I would consider a basic website, right? After 3 options, we shut down. Well, what about this side? I'm just going to type in a random business, Walmart. Now, Walmart is a little different. Everybody in the USA knows what Walmart is. They have to have a website like this. But this is a website, right? You got all these departments, all these services. Let's type in another store. Actually, I'm just going to let's do this. Shoe stores near me. This is really random. I have no clue what shoe stores are going to pop up. We're just going to pull up some. I'm going to try to find a local place. Does this have a website? All right, let me see if any of these have websites. All right, cool. Shoe Show Megastore, right? Looks like a looks like a website. This is a website. One more. We'll go on to a roofing company. Roofing company near me, right? And I won't take forever on this. All right, let's go to this one. Oh, there's a website button. All right, right here. Get a quote, right? This is not bad. This is actually not exactly how I do it, but it's a website, but this is more similar to a funnel. So I'm going to show you guys, this was a good transition here. I'm going to show you guys exactly what the difference between a website and a funnel is. And so when we go in here, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat, but I want to go in and show you guys because I think this is going to be powerful for you, okay? So this was, most of you guys, I believe, you registered for this masterclass via a single page that looked like this. It's not the prettiest, it's not the most amazing, but it converted really well. It got a lot of people interested in this event. This is an example of a sales funnel. Now, do you see any other information on this page other than how to register for this masterclass? No, there's not information on here about my program. There's not information on here about how we help people build funnels. There's not anything other than, yes, I want to attend the workshop, right? Now, this is part of my sales funnel. In here, some of you guys went through it. The first step of my sales funnel is you give me your information. That's how I get a lead, right? That was step one. Step two, for some of you guys, you bought the mini course I created. That was a part of my funnel. You came in the top as traffic, if we think of a funnel. Some of you guys watching this only put in your information. That's cool. Some of you all went further down into the funnel, and some of you guys bought the mini course. And some of you guys are even going to go further. At the end, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to have our team build out a funnel for you. Some of you guys are even go further down into our sales funnel, right? And have that done for you. Some of you will, some of you won't. We're here to provide value to either way. But are you guys seeing the difference here now? This is a website with a purpose. Let me know. I'm going to stop my screen sharing for a second. Let me know. Is this making sense to you guys? Does this look different? Could you tell a difference between those sites? I hope so. Okay, yes. Angela, I love the engagement. I love it. One option. Now, like I said, sometimes you would think that you would need a prettier site. You would think you would need a prettier site. I promise you, some of the ugliest sales funnels, just like I showed you, my ugly sales funnel, have converted the best. Don't you believe that, Rob? Have you seen that yourself? Some of the ugliest pages convert the highest because it's not about how pretty the page looks, but it's about the messaging, and how that funnel's laid out that pulls people in and captivates them and pulls them into your ecosystem, right? And so I'm going to give you guys a few more examples on what this looks like. So, boom. All right. So this is one funnel. Some of you guys may have attended this event back that I ran in December. This was called the Kings and Queens Challenge. We ran a 5-day event where we showed people how to get better in their health, wealth, relationships. And on this page, this is a one-page website with a purpose. There's nothing else on this site that people can do other than register for this virtual event, right? All right, let's go one more. Let's think of somebody else. What's this guy? Hold on, give me 1 second. Remote closer. I think this is the domain. Give me a second. All right, I was going to try to pull up if possible. All right, cool. This is another example. One of my friends has this. This is not an event. I just showed you 2 event funnels, right? This one is for somebody who is kind of similar to Rob, right? This guy, what he does is his sales process is here. Give me your information. You're going to watch a video like Rob says, and then you're going to hop on the phone with me. This is not a pretty website, but I promise you, you know how well this is converting? This is really converting super well. I think last time I checked, like 60 to 70% of the people that landed on this page. Now, some of you guys aren't stat junkies, and it's okay. I'm sorry I'm geeking out over here. But I just want to show you the facts, because percentages like this matter when it comes to sales. He's converting like 60-ish% of the people who visit this site. So that means 6 out of 10 people who land on this page give them his information. What's he's able to do now? He has their information. His team can call those people and say, hey, Rob, hey, Peggy, hey, Angela, hey, so-and-so, I seen you put in information about wanting to learn how to make $10,000 per month from doing XYZ. Do you have a second to chat about it? I want to see how we can help you. And now he has all these leads. 6 out of 10 people. That's crazy. That's a super high conversion rate. Now imagine if he had this. Let's just imagine this page was buried somewhere in here. All right, I'm going to say that again because I don't think you guys got that, the power of that. What if this page, this option for people to get this training, was buried somewhere in here? Do you think he would be getting 60% conversion rates by just having it on a tab here on his website? Let me know in the chat. I want engagement here. Yes or no? Do you think if this page here was buried somewhere in the depths of this website in a tab or scrolled down here at the bottom, that he would be converting 6 out of 10 people and giving their contact to him? What do you think? Probably not, right? I see heads shaking, so that's good. Probably not. And if you have no clue, the answer is no, okay? The answer is no, and that's okay. So because people would get lost in that sea of information, right? And so, too hard to find it. Yeah, they'd get lost. And so that's the power of this. So I'm going to show you guys. I hope he doesn't care I'm doing this. I'll ask for forgiveness later, if so. So anyways, I'm going to walk you guys. This is his sales funnel. So you go through and you put in your information. Boom. Look where it's going to take him. It's going to take you to a page where you can watch a video. How I've helped hundreds of people go from $0 to $10,000 per month with one skill set anyone can learn. It's going to catch people's attention, right? And they watch this video. And at the end, he gives a call to action for people to book a call with him. Here's a link. People can book a call. Use the calendar below to pick a complimentary strategy call. And what I'm showing you guys doesn't have to, this is a coach and this is like a course creator kind of vibe. This can be done for a roofing company, right? Or a plumbing company. Hey, you could put here if you're a roofing company or something similar, plumbing company or electrician. We have helped 100 people in Kentucky over the past 365 days. Put in your information for a free report on how we can help you. I'm just making something up off the top of my head. They give you the information, and then the second page, you give them a report and then book a call with you or something like that, right? This can be done for anybody. At one time, I had a granite countertop company. People would go through a Google ad. They would land on a page similar to that. And I said, hey, we'll have a free consultation on XYZ about renovating their house. You know, I can't remember the verbiage, but then people would give us their cell phone number and we would book a call with them and talk about how we could help them renovate their kitchen, their bathrooms, and get new countertops. And people close deals like this all the time. And so I'm dragging this out a little longer than it needs to be, but I just want you guys to see the power of these funnels, right? And because what happens is when you start implementing things like this, you can start taking calculated decisions. You can start pouring money into ads, right? You can start pouring money into strategic partnerships when you know your stats and you have something that converts as high as this. Now, listen, am I saying that Yeah, and that Veronica, that's a great question. She said, what attracts them to the funnel? We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Okay, so hang tight to that question. Now, I'm not going to say your funnel is going to convert 60% like that one is. But what I love for these funnels, I love for funnels where you're collecting people's information, I love to be around 40 to 50% if you can get there. Now, it depends on the traffic. If you have people that know you, like you, and trust you, they're a warm or hot audience. That's what we call people who know you, like you, and trust you already. Like, you guys are a warm audience. You already knew who I was. My man Charles just came in. He knows who I am. That's a warm and hot audience, right? But people who have no clue who you are, cold, it may be a little lower. But for example, for this class that we did this weekend, if I pulled up the stats, let me pull up these stats real quick for you guys. I think we could, like, 40-ish percent of the people that landed on the page converted into a lead for us and became part of this workshop. So let me see here. I'm going to go in here so I'm telling you guys right. But this is just the power. Like, your conversion rates can go crazy when you start implementing these funnels into your business. And there's many different types of funnels, actually. And so what we're about to do is we're going to go into exactly which funnels you guys need, because there's different types, right? There's many different sorts of funnels that you can use. For example, I know Charles is here, and I'm using Charles because he just hopped in. We just helped him run an event. We use several different types of funnels to help get people through his sales process, right? And so you guys may have to use different kinds. So Rob's going to be different for Veronica. Angela's going to be different than me. And so let me pull this up. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. I was going to pull up these stats for you guys. Yeah, so for my funnel here, exactly 40% of people who landed on my funnel converted. That's pretty good. And Angela says, what would you say a new person's conversion should be? You know what? I think it depends on exactly how your funnel is structured. If you're just collecting information, like I said, across the board, let's shoot for 35 plus. I like that 40 to 50 range, right? And that takes a while. So, I mean, if you're brand new and you're like just building these out, it may be a little lower, but I love to shoot for 40 to 50% conversion rates. And so, for example, if you're not hitting those, it could be simple tweaks. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But I have some clients where we test constantly, and we're changing headlines, we're changing the looks, we're adding and taking away from funnels. But anyways, I don't want to get you guys too bogged down with stats, but I just want to show you the power of these things. Because listen, if you're running ads to a website right now, like I just showed you a few minutes ago, an ad that looks like the one Tony Robbins has, stop it. Stop it. If you're just running an ad to something that looks like this, stop it. Because once you implement what I'm showing you tonight in these sales funnels, you're going to decrease your cost per lead. You're going to increase the amount of sales. You're going to do a lot for your business. So I just want to throw that out there, that these are super powerful. All right. And keep throwing the questions in the chat. I'm loving this. All right. So now you guys know what sales funnels are, right? You guys are here. You're like, okay, Michael, I know exactly what these are, but what's next? Like, how do I build these? Which ones do I need to do? So what I like to do is, before we jump into how to build these things, I really love to identify what you need, right? And so for some of you guys, like I mentioned earlier, that means you're going to have to dive a little deeper, and that means you're going to have to look at your sales process a little bit, right? That you're going to have to look at your sales process a little bit. And so I challenge you all tonight, if you don't have that, like we mentioned earlier, to get down and narrow that. What does it take for people to become your customer? And then we can build a funnel around that, right? So question number one, what is the main objective for your funnel? Well, the main objective for your funnel is going to be based around whether you want leads or sales, right? If we boil it down to two things, funnels can either be used to generate leads, generate sales, or both. So let me know in the chat right now. Do you think, and if you don't know, it's all cool, but I'm opening your mind, getting some conversation flowing here. Are you more concerned right now in your business with just getting at least some new leads, or is new sales most priority? Rob says both. Okay, Angela says both. That's cool. For some people, they got a massive sales team. They just need tons of leads to get people, right? Get their sales team. For others, they're like, you know what? I need to focus on just getting some sales right here, right now. But for everybody, it's going to be a little different because, like I said, everybody's sales process is a little different. So I love identify your main objectives. So before we go into building these out, because I'm going to show you how to do so, we're going to build some funnels out together tonight. I want to ask yourself, what is the main objective of it? What am I trying to accomplish? And I can't answer this for you. What am I trying to accomplish with these sales funnels? What is the end goal? If it's sales, what are you trying to sell? Right? Let's get really clear on that. Some of you guys are saying both. So what are you trying to sell? What program or what service are you trying to get into? And once you know that, what is the process that you need to use to get them to that objective? So to get them into that service, to get them into your product. And Charles is here. I'm going to throw this out here because I love this niche he's in. He's a financial advisor. I'm like, man, I wish all financial advisors would use sales funnels. But he knows just as much as I do. They don't. I think Charles actually does. But imagine as a financial advisor, his objective may be to get people into his financial advising business and become a client, right? Where he can manage their assets and manage, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just assuming manage their assets over the time. And so once you figure that out, he can lay out a process of how can I get people closer and closer and closer to that objective. I'm going to pause. I was going to go into something really deep and give you guys a gem, but we'll push that off until we talk about building out. And so when you guys go about this process, asking yourself what that process is, then you can start asking yourself, what information do my potential clients, my prospect, what do they need to make informed decisions? What do they need to make informed decisions? What do they need to know? What do they need to see? What do they need to hear? And those are the things you can start putting into your funnel. Those are the things. And so some of you are really going to have to think about this. And I encourage you to do so. Think about the end. What's the end goal? What's the objective? What process do I need to take them through to get there? And then what do I need to put on the page? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see? What do they need to read for them to make a decision today? To make a decision now. All right, cool. So Angela says getting people to apply for funding, right? That's what she's getting people into. Rob says he's trying to get people into a 3-month coaching program. Love it. All right, cool. So let's go in a little deeper. So, man, we could go all night on this, guys. I really wish I could. We could go probably, we could probably go 3 or 4 hours on this stuff. I'm going to go into this real quick. We're going to go into building your first funnel, but I'm going to go over exactly one of my favorite ways to structure a funnel. And this play I really love, and this helps people. This has helped a lot of my clients get a lot of leads and get a lot of new sales. So one of the sales funnel structures that I love, and this is just a basic sales funnel that you guys can use, and it's giving a free product. So step 1 is giving a free product in return for their contact information. So if you guys are taking notes, I would write down these by steps. This is an example of a funnel I love for people who are newer and just want to collect some leads. Step 1, collect their info in exchange for a freebie. This freebie could be a checklist. It could be an ebook. It could be a workshop. It could be a webinar. It could be really anything that's valuable to them. But that's the kicker. You want it to be so valuable that it's worth them giving up their valuable and precious contact information for, right? So Veronica, I'm going to throw this out here for you because I know you. Well, I'm just throwing this out the example. Let's imagine that Veronica here teaches people how to play the piano, right? So what she could do is she could have a freebie, and she could have I'm just imagining here, a free 1 hour class showing them the intros to piano playing, right? And people could give her their contact name and phone number and email in exchange for this 1 hour training on the basics to piano playing, right? Now that's step one. They put in their information, they get the freebie. Step two, what I love to do is I love to throw in a paid product on step two. Now, this is not for everybody. If you're a service-based business, you're a roofer, you probably won't do this. But for some people, this could be really valuable to you. And it's called an upsell, right? So what I love doing is on step number two, this is for people who are more into education and speaking, but I'll give more examples in just a second. Step two would be a paid upsell. So what Veronica could do here is she teaches people piano playing through that free one class. Once they opt in, she sends that to them via email. And the second page is a special offer for something else that would be paid, right? This could be a paid ebook. Or this could be a paid, well, for example, if they're watching the video, it could be a workbook, right? Or it could be a physical copy of a book. Hey, you got the training, but how would you like this workbook? How would you like this book or my audio book to go along with the training? You can get it today for $17, $19, $30, $50, $100, whatever you want, right? And so now you turn traffic into potential sale, right? Into a potential sale. Now from there, what I like to do is I like to go into and do something called a downsell. And these are for people who aren't really interested in that $30, $50, $100 product. You could do a smaller product, or you could do a discount on that product. So Veronica has this product for $30, $50, $100. We'll just say $100. And they say, no, I don't want this. They actually click the button and say, no, I don't want this $100 product. She could actually do a downsell and give them a sweet deal for $50 and give them 50% off. Hey, listen, I know how impactful this is going to be on your life. Hey, I'm going to give you 50% off. This is your last chance. Click this now. You know, it's going to help you tremendously. Or she could give them another product. Hey, you weren't interested in the course for $100. How about this checklist that's going to help you do XYZ for $17 or for $9, right? And so now you can see there's a better chance people are seeing that, like, oh wow, it's another product I can have, and another product that's going to help me, right? It's more affordable. I can afford this. And then from there, you can send them the last step to a confirmation page. Now, most people don't do this, but I love to find a way to either sell on a confirmation page or figure out a way for them to take action, whether that's booking a call, whether that's them watching testimonials. But most people don't sell on confirmation pages, but it can be a great way, especially if you have a subscription-based model. I don't know about you guys, but there's some people I know that have subscription-based models. Put a free trial, put something on the confirmation page, because most people go to the confirmation page because they want to see more information. The confirmation page is prime real estate for any other offers you have, any other actions you want them to take. The same thing can happen. Exactly. Angela says, what about running a challenge? For those of you guys that are running virtual 5-day challenges, you can do the same exact thing. What do you think whenever I pulled this site up? Let me see if I can find it again. Whenever I did the Kings and Queens challenge, it was the same exact way, right? So look at this. Check this out. On this page, guess what? If they gave me their contact information, they got the free challenge. Guess where they went directly after this? Guess what? I was selling a bundle. And the cool thing about doing this is this can help offset ad cost. So Rob, I don't know exactly your niche, but you said you were wanting to run ads, 2 webinars and the webinars to booking a call with you. Something like this could have been great to help you offset that ad cost. Now, you may have already been doing this, so I'm not going to say you weren't, but this is what we did for our event, Angela, we sold after they put in their information. Congratulations, watch this quick invitation. We sold a VIP ticket, which came with a book, which is about to come out. It's been taking forever, but I'm so pumped and excited. We sold a t-shirt and a workbook and then a Q&A access, right? And then they can go here and put in their information for that. Pretty cool. Or they could say no. I didn't have a downsell on this one. I just sent them straight to the confirmation page. It's your funnel. You can do what you want. And so the confirmation page, right? And then we sold them into the VIP again, right? There's a VIP call to action. All right, let's go back to this. So that's just one. You can do this same exact framework, guys. You can do the same exact framework, but similar if you're a service-based business. You could do, instead of, you could collect information via freebie. This could be a roofing company, plumbing company, financial advisors. You guys can throw a freebie out there, and then you just change the steps up after based upon your end goal and objective and your processes in your business. So for some of you guys, financial advisors, you may be, hey, here's 10 steps to living a stress-free retirement. Boom, they give you their contact information. The next page may be, hey, how about we give you a free 15-minute discovery call. You wouldn't probably call it a discovery call, but a 15-minute retire stress-free call with my team so we can see how we can help you live in retirement with no stress, no worries, right? And so people, when you have the messaging right, they'd be really compelled to maybe take up that call. There's different steps to this. So I'm just showing you guys examples of exactly how to do this. So some of you guys are here, you're saying, cool, Michael, this is really awesome. I love seeing how this works, but how do we build it? And so we have about 30 minutes left, because I told you guys I was going to give you 90 minutes of this. And let me know if this is making sense so far. Put a yes in the chat. This is making sense. Some of you guys may know this stuff already, so I appreciate you hanging in here. But put a yes if this is making sense, so I know that I don't need to change anything, or whether I do need to change anything. But all right, so people say, Michael, how do you build these? And there's really 2 options for you to build these things. There's one, you can build it yourself, right? You can build it yourself. Now, I love this option, but there's problems with it. One is, most people don't have the time to build out these funnels, right? I don't know about you guys, but I live a busy life. You live a busy life. I like saying a productive life. I live a productive life. You live a productive life. A lot of times people don't have the capacity to add this to their plate. So that's one. You can build it yourself, but it's going to take time. 2, it's going to take your energy. And 3, one of the things, people don't know how to do it. So it's a big learning curve. But the pros about building these yourself are that it could save you a little money. But then I also like to think, well, if it takes your time away, is it actually saving you money? If it's something that you're not a professional at, if you're not good at, are you actually losing money by not having it done professionally or having it done professionally and having it done really well? But for those of you guys that are just starting out, you can do this by yourself. So I don't want to discourage you. This can be a way for you to get your foot in the door and at least getting these up for your business. And so what I want to do is I want to take a few seconds to talk about softwares you can use to build these out yourself and things you can put in place to make this happen. So first, let's go into, where do you start? What softwares? What systems do you use? There's plenty out there. There is ClickFunnels, which some of you guys are familiar with. ClickFunnels is one of the biggest funnel building softwares out there. I'm a big fan of it. they did revamp. They're trying to do like a ClickFunnels 2.0. It's kind of buggy, so I haven't really been a fond of it lately. But ClickFunnels, right? There's let me go through here. There is Groove. There's a website called Groove you could check out. Groove. There is Kartra you can check out. There's Samcart. There's tons of these. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of these softwares range anywhere between $59 a month all the way up to $300 a month. Right? And so Veronica's laughing. She's like, that's a big range, right? They can go anywhere from $59 a month to $300 a month. One I'm going to share with you guys, and I do have affiliation with, so I am going to put that up here up front. But one of them that I've liked using is called LeadStacker. All right? I'm going to put in the chat for you guys. It's called LeadStacker.io. And actually, this is something that we're just rolling out. And it's pretty similar to, let me pull this up for you guys. I'm going to pull this up on my phone, and then I'm going to pull it up on my computer here. One of these, and you guys can actually go get a free trial today of LeadStacker. All right, cool. I'm going to pull this up. I love this one. This is one that our team's been working on kind of bringing out. It's very similar to all the other ones, except for the fact that it has all-in-one solution for you guys. And it's pretty really cool what this thing can do. So I'm going to show you guys. All right. And I'm going to put this in the chat just in case anybody wants to sign up for a free trial here, check it out. But with LeadStacker, you can literally go in and build out funnels, your email marketing. You can do SMS marketing. You can have a CRM. If you don't know what a CRM is, it's a sales organization. It's the customer relationship management, right? You can even schedule Facebook and Instagram posts from here. How cool is that? There's so much stuff you can do. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. But this is LeadStacker. I'm just pulling up a random account here. This is a brand new account I just opened. I'm going to show you guys. All right, cool. So this is LeadStacker. It's really cool. Does anybody use Calendly in here? Let me pause real quick. Does anybody use Calendly in here? The cool thing about LeadStacker, Angela says I do. The cool thing about LeadStacker here is that we wanted to take all those extra costs, and we're going to talk about actually building. So you're like, Michael, you're talking about these softwares really in depth. We're going to go about building them in just a second. But what happens when you're paying for Calendly? You're paying $300 a month for ClickFunnels. You're paying $30 a month for ConvertKit. You're paying $50 a month for simple texting or mobile text alerts to text people. You're paying $30 a month for ringless voicemail. You're paying $100 a month for a CRM software. You know how much that adds up to? That adds up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars per month. And so the reason why I love this platform I'm showing you guys, LeadStacker, is that it kind of takes all that cost and just puts it in for one price. So love it. Coach Valerie says she's interested in hear what it takes to build it. Awesome. So what I love about the LeadStacker is it kind of brings it all into one platform for one affordable price. It's like $97 a month starting out. So you guys check it out, and there's a 14-day free trial. But let's go back here so I can pull this up. So you guys can have your own calendar links in here. So for some of you guys that you like Calendly, it's pretty much the same thing in here. You can send messages, SMS, emails. You can send ringless voicemail. Has anybody ever received a random voicemail and nobody even called you? You guys ever done that? You just got a random voicemail to your phone. You're like, that person didn't even call me. That's called ringless voicemail. You can send that out from here. You can, like I said, it has a CRM, so you can actually organize your sales. You can invoice people from here and send out payments. You can get people on subscriptions. I'm just going through real quick, guys, just to show you all the features here. You can schedule social media posts, affiliates. Oh, I love it. The automations you can do in this is super crazy. It's really cool. But okay, here we go. Yeah, so Charles, it can link with Stripe. And this is actually the software, Charles, I was mentioning getting you on earlier last week. This is really cool. It does hook up with Stripe. It hooks up with PayPal. Authorize.net is one of them. And so, anyways, let's go back up here. So let's talk about building funnels inside of here. So if you guys want, this is going to be really cool. You can go ahead and sign up for a free trial anytime and go back and watch this training. And this is going to be really cool because you guys can actually go through and build a funnel out with this training here. And so we're going to go through this pretty fast. Angela says, is the affiliates to sell the software or for you to have your own affiliate program? For you to have your own affiliate program. So if you have an ebook or you have a workshop or you're selling a coaching program, you can go in here and set up affiliates and set up affiliate campaigns, right? And so you can go in here, set up affiliate campaign. I don't think I have mine set up yet. Yeah, see, you have to set up Stripe. But then you can go in there and set up, like, hey, 50-50 commissions. And that was one thing about, I'm not even sharing my screen. I'm sorry, guys. I was in here roaming around. Yeah, you can go to affiliates here and campaigns. That was a thing with, ClickFunnels and these other softwares is you have to pay premium prices to get those, like $300 a month just to get access to affiliates, where now you can, for $97 a month, you have access to all this. But, all right, let's go to funnels. So inside of LeadStacker here, you would go ahead and you would get in here and you would go to new funnel. Now, the cool thing about these funnel softwares, yeah, Angela, so I've used Groove in the past. She says, I was about to use Groove. I will be checking this out. Groove was I love their idea. I just don't think they had the people and the software developers to get it up to be great fast. And I'm not downing them. It's great, but it's definitely, I tried using it and it wasn't my favorite after I've used 5 to 6 different funnel building platforms. So one thing I love, I'll get back to what I was saying. One thing I love about these softwares, guys, is that a lot of them provide tutorials, a lot of them provide training. And that's actually, if you guys sign up for leadstacker.io this week, we actually have really cool customer support rolling out, like pretty much 24/7 customer support, everything. But a lot of these softwares, even ClickFunnels, even Groove, they have tutorials, they have courses you can watch on how to build your funnel. So if you're going about this yourself and you're doing this by yourself, you guys can go in there and watch those tutorials. You can go Google, use YouTube, and a lot of videos will pop up that they have available and readily for you. So that's why I love a lot of these sites. They try to make it really easy for you guys to be able to build your first funnel. Are you talking LeadStacker, Angela? Yeah, so we are working on some AI integrations and stuff. So, yeah, there's for some content and for the way they're working on adding this in here is for adding content to your funnels. They're trying to integrate AI and actually, yeah, that's something that we're getting ready to work on. So anyways, if you're here in LeadStacker, and this is very similar, ClickFunnels is going to have similar things. You're going to click new funnel, whether software you're in. But the one thing I love about these softwares as well is that a lot of them offer templates. ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Kartra, Samcart, LeadStacker. A lot of them have template libraries. So when you guys click new funnel, you guys can literally go in here and check out all the templates. Now, are these templates going to be exactly what you need? No, you're probably going to have to go in here and edit it. Right? You're probably going to have to go and change it. But you can see they have templates for events. You can do templates for free resources and downloads like I was talking about, right? And then you can go in here and preview. So we're just going to preview this one. No, you're good. All right, cool. So let me go back here. So when you hit new funnel, I keep forgetting to share my screen. I apologize, guys. There's a template library. Yeah, sorry, Charles. My bad, dude. I have to keep switching back and forth. So when you go to new funnel here, you can go to template library and you can see all the different types of templates. And you can filter by events, right? Buy free resources and download. So we'll just click on this. And you can see for right here, we'll preview this one. And you can see whether you like it or not, right? But then if you do like it, you can go in here and like, I don't really like this one. This one's about like finding and hiring qualified people. Let's go back and find something else. I may go through and find one that a little bit different. You can see they have professional recruitment, investment, free training, digital marketing solutions, fitness download. Yeah, let's do the fitness download. We'll check it out. You can go in here. This one, of course, it looks like they're going to use a form. Let me go back. You can go through and just select which ones you want, right? And then you can go and click edit. Or you can go back and you guys can just build it out yourself, right? You can name it and you can do test, create funnel, and you guys can go in here and you can literally build these out yourself custom without using the templates. The templates may be easier for you if you're new, but in here you see funnel steps. Funnel steps, I want you to imagine steps as pages, right? And the reason why they call them steps is because you know we were going over the steps earlier, right? Step 1, give me your contact information. Step 2, the upsell. Those are like steps. I always ask my people, and this is what you guys need to be thinking about. When I teach this, I love this because I think it doesn't get talked about enough. Whenever you're marketing and you're doing these funnels and you're building out these pages, think about it from the perspective of your consumer, the people on the other line, and ask the question that they would be asking, what's next? Ask the question that they would be asking and what's next. And so that's why they call them steps, because you take one step forward, another step forward, right? And it's what's next. And so when you're in here and you're in LeadStacker, you can go in here and add steps. So the name for this page, we'll just say is free download. I'm just going to make this up. The path, if you don't know what these are, you don't have to worry about it. Import from ClickFunnels, don't worry about it. You just create this funnel step. You can go in here and you can create. And it's literally drag and drop, right? Now, some of this may be confusing. So you may be like, Michael, this looks hard. You can also hire this out, and I'll talk about that and ways you can do that. But you can go in here and add sections. If you want it 1 column, do you want it 2 column? I'm not going to go deep into this because some of you guys are like, Michael, I know how to do this. And some of you guys are like, I don't even want to know how to do this. This is complicated. But the cool thing is you can get in here and customize it really however you want, right? Go in here, you can add text, headlines. And the cool thing, I didn't mention this, you can also host videos in here too. So instead of needing a Vimeo account or a Wistia account, you can actually host videos inside of LeadStacker instead of using Vimeo and all that stuff. That adds up too. I think Vimeo is like $15, $20 a month, right? So that's really cool. And so if you wanted to add a video, you would go down and find the video, and then you could just upload it, right? In the video settings over here, you could scroll down and you could add a YouTube video, a Vimeo video. You guys probably can't see it because my picture is covering it up. And on the left here, I'm hovering over it, and there's places where you can insert your video. But I'm getting too far into the weeds, so I'm going to exit out of here. But I just wanted to show you guys how you can do this. I'm going to show you guys how you can do this yourself, right? So I'm going to end that part there. There's other things that this tool can do. You can see your reporting. This is just sample data, but you can, if you're running Facebook ads, you can hook up your Facebook ads to this, your Google ads, and see you can see all your metrics inside of the software. You can manage Google reviews inside of here, and things of that nature. So pretty cool stuff. But that's number one. So you can do this yourself, right? You can go about building this out yourself. That's number one. Number two is you can hire somebody to do this for you, right? You could bring on somebody who knows what they're doing, and you can actually have them come in and build this out. Probably half the time it's going to take you. Now, the cool thing about it is the pros are it's going to take a lot less time, a lot less of your energy, and more than likely you're going to make more money and more leads over time because it's going to be done right. Now, there is an investment to have this done, right? But some places you can get this done is Fiverr, for example. If you guys never heard of Fiverr before, there are people on Fiverr that can build these things out. You can also get them built out on Upwork. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Upwork before. I've used that before. Fiverr, Upwork. There is Guru. I don't know if you ever went to guru.com, but you can actually hire sales funnel builders on there too. Another way is what I'm going to show you at the very end. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to show you guys how we can actually build the funnels for you. So my team, we build out hundreds of funnels a year. I would say pretty close to that. We build out hundreds of funnels per year. I have full-time funnel builders on staff. So if you're wanting to get this done super fast, we even have solutions for you as well. And so I'm going to talk about that at the very end. Listen, if it's not a good fit for you, cool. But if you're like, hey, I really need this in my business and I want it done fast, we actually have solutions for you that we can help you with. But if you don't want to go the route I present at the very end, we Upwork, Guru, Fiverr, and then networking. Networking with other people that have sales funnels can also be a great way. Asking them, hey, who built your sales funnels? Who built, is it somebody? Is it you? And then go from there. There's actually agencies that do it as well, but that's a lot more researching and a lot more diving into analyzing and vetting people. So if you don't want to do that, we'll talk about that at the very end. So, whew. Does everybody, we need to take a break for a second. Does anybody need to breathe? Anybody need to breathe here for a second? I feel like I need to breathe. All right. Cool. All right, so once you get your funnel built, we're going pretty fast here, but once you get your funnel built, what's next? And this was the question, I believe this was Angela that was saying it. I can't remember who it was, or maybe it was Veronica. Oh yeah, it was Veronica. What's next? You have your funnel built. You build it inside of ClickFunnels, LeadStacker, wherever. What do I do now? What's next is you start driving traffic, right? You start driving traffic to it. And if you're here and you're like, Michael, how do I get traffic to it, right? That's the big question. That was Veronica. How do I get traffic to it? There's many different ways, and I'm going to actually share some of my favorite ways to drive traffic. And there's, again, two routes you can go here. You can go paid traffic, or you can go free traffic. Paid is going to expedite the amount of leads you bring in and the amount of sales, but there is an investment in the front end, right? Or you can go organic and go the free route and get a little bit more creative. So let's go over a few ways to drive traffic to your funnel. First off, let's go with paid. The paid route could be social media ads, could be YouTube, TikTok. People are like, what? They run ads on TikTok? Yeah, they do. And people are seeing pretty cheap cost per leads. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, believe it or not. There's tons of places you can run paid social media ads. Those are just a few. There's Pinterest. There's all these different ways. So you can go that route. Number 2 is TV, radio, billboards, right? And you could drive people to these funnels through that. Now, this is a little bit more costly, and I would probably do these more if I was a service-based business, maybe more of a local business instead of an online business. But you can still use these for online businesses, but I would probably use them more for the advisor side of things, maybe real estate agents, maybe roofing, plumbing companies, and things of that nature. Another way you could do it is through direct mail, sending people mail, which a lot of people say mail is dead, but I know tons of people that make a lot of money off direct mail. I don't know if anybody in here uses direct mail or not, but I do know a lot of people that do in their businesses, and they make some stinking good money, right? What about paid shout outs on social media? You ever thought about that, right? Getting people who have a following to give you a shout out and give your page. And then you have your funnel tagged in your Instagram bio or in your TikTok bio. So when people visit your page, They click on it and they go into your funnel, right? And they start exploring your realm and they go deeper into your ecosystem. What about influencer marketing? Kind of the same thing as paid shoutouts, but for some it's going to be a little different. Influencer marketing, where you get a bunch of influencers to promote your classes, to promote your products for an exchange for a commission or affiliate split, right? What about paid partnerships? Podcast. This is one of my favorite, paid partnerships. I've seen so many people over the past few years expedite so much what they're doing through paid partnerships, paying people to be on podcasts, paying people to speak at their events, paying people to be on Instagram lives. Like, Michael, people pay to be on Instagram lives? Question. What's the difference between paying for a TikTok ad, paying for a Facebook ad, and paying to get in front of somebody else's audience who's your target audience? There's no difference. You're just paying different people. One, you're paying Facebook. One, you're paying TikTok. One, you're paying somebody who has the contacts you need, who has the audience you need. Yeah, Angela. See, I was reading your mind, Angela. She said, I was about to ask that. There is no difference other than the fact that you're just paying different people, right? And so literally, we've ran events where people will pay to be on podcasts that have 100,000 downloads per episode or 1 million downloads per episode, but they'll pay $30,000 to be on that podcast because their target audience is there. Now, am I telling you guys to spend $30,000 on a podcast? No. I'm not telling you guys to do that. But what I am telling you to do is explore the opportunity and explore the possibilities of paid partnerships in the future. I'm not saying you have to, but it is an option there. And what I love is, on the opposite side of things, the organic side of things, it's very much similar, right? It's kind of the opposite. You can do free partnerships. You can get on free podcasts, free events, and drive people, give call to action. Hey, if you want more info about what I just talked about, go to ditchyourwebsite.com. And then people go through your funnel, right? Same thing with the influencer marketing free. You can pay influencers to promote your products, or you can just tell them, hey, do it for free, and we'll swap shout outs on Instagram, or hey, I'll give you a 25% any sales that come through. You know, it's free for you. Social media, use your TikTok, use your Facebook, your YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. You guys know the reels are popping off. You know the reels are doing really well. Why not use those to give value and drive people to your funnel? Virtual events. This is one of my favorites. Run your own virtual events, kind of like this, and drive people to your funnel. Drive people through your sales process, through your own virtual events. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be like we're just chilling out here in Zoom. It doesn't have to be a big production. Those are ways. So Veronica, you're sitting here thinking, how do you get people to the funnel? There's tons of ways. There's tons of ways. But what the main thing I want you guys to do, what I want you guys to do is pick one free and one paid strategy one free and one paid marketing strategy to implement this year. And I want you to get really consistent with it. Okay? I want you to get really consistent with it. Don't throw it out the window and after a week, don't throw it out the window after a month. Pick one of each of those strategies mentioned and implement it into your business right now. If you're like, Michael, I don't have much money to pour into ads, start out small. $100, $200 a month. At least start out free. At least start out with something. Because ultimately, traffic is like, I can build out a funnel for you guys. You guys can go build out your own funnel. But if you aren't going to dedicate to trying to drive traffic to it, the funnel is going to be useless. Now, the funnel is going to be better than just having a random website, a dead website that's not optimized, right? It's going to be better. But if you're not actively trying to get people to the funnel, it's not really worth it, right? So can we commit tonight? Put yes in the chat if we can commit tonight to showing up consistently on our marketing. Showing up consistently on our marketing to drive people to these funnels. Yes, I love it. Cool. All right. Awesome. So that's a little bit about traffic. I want to talk another night. I don't have time this evening because we're right at the 90-minute mark. I told you guys we were going to go 90 minutes. I would love to teach you guys how to automate your funnels. I was wanting to get into that, but it's super late and I want to honor your guys' time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe set up another class next week to talk about automations and how you can set that up effectively, because man, once you discover how you can set up automations to make all of this super easy, like I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know how much time I set up for this masterclass? Probably an hour building this out. I built the landing page. Now it was maybe 2 hours with building the landing page. Built the landing page that I'm going to use for the next year. I built these automations that I'm going to use for the next year. And so every time somebody signs up for my workshop, guess what's going to happen? Every time somebody signs up, they're going to get an email and a text, and it's going to be the same text next week, the same email next week, the same text 2 weeks from now, the same email 2 weeks from now, and it's automated. All I have to do is drive people to the funnel now and just change the dates. Just got to change the dates. So what I'm going to do is maybe next week or the week after, we'll set up a call where we can go over that together. I think that's going to be really powerful for you guys. But let me know in the chat, was this cool? Was this helpful for you guys? Were you actually able to see the power of these sales funnels and kind of see why I would want you to implement them this year? Veronica said very helpful. Love it. Awesome. So listen, we've covered everything from what funnels are, why you should use them and how you should use them in your business, how to build them out, how to drive traffic. We've covered tons of information. And I wish I could help you guys. Like, I wish I could stay on here for all night, but we have people that need to get to work in the morning and need to get to bed because they got kids, including myself, right? My wife's probably upstairs saying, Michael, come on, get to bed. And so what I want to do is like I mentioned earlier, I want to present you guys with an opportunity though, to have this done for you, because believe it or not, some of you guys, you can go and build it out yourself. You're cool with it. You can do that, right? But there's some of you here tonight that you're like, Michael, I need my hand held. You're like, Michael, I need my hand held through this because I have no clue how to build out a sales funnel in my business. And I would like to have it done faster. So tonight you have to make a decision, and some of you guys are going to make the decision to move forward with us. But you have to make a decision whether you want to do it yourself or have a professional do it for you. And I'm here to tell you that I would love to take vested interest in your business and help you build these out, because my team builds out hundreds of funnels per year, literally. So what I want to do is do you guys give me permission for like 3 minutes to share how we can help you guys get your first sales funnel up in the next 14 days, next 2 weeks? Sure, Veronica says, love it. All right, so all I need is one for confirmation. All right, so listen, this is what I want to do. I want to talk real quick about, we don't open this up. So for those of you guys that are aware, my team and I what we do is we have a marketing agency. We primarily focus on virtual events. That's primarily what we do full time. I have a staff of about 8 to 10 people that work in my business, and all we do is build out virtual events for people. But occasionally I have a few open spots to build out funnels for people. And that's why we're on this call, is I want to teach you guys and show you how we can help you. And so occasionally we have spots for 5, 10 people to get their funnels built. And so we actually have time over the next couple of weeks to get that built while I'm kind of in a downtime. So what I want to do is show you guys how we can help you get your first sales funnel built out in the next 14 days or less, okay? It could be 7 days, but I'm just going to say 14 to be safe, because we have to get on a call with you and go on an onboarding call. But this is what I'm going to talk about tonight. For some of you guys that want this opportunity, for some of you all that are like, hey, I'm ready to move forward, my team is going to be able to help you get your sales funnel built out in 14 days. We're going to hop on an onboarding call with you and talk about your business and talk about what kind of sales funnel works. We're going to provide you with 2 weeks of support once that funnel is done, so that if you want any changes made or you have any questions, we're going to be there for 2 weeks after to help guide you if you need help with maybe changing something or tweaking something, which it should be fully automated, so you shouldn't have to. But if you decide to change anything, you're going to have 2 weeks of customer support. We're going to shoot a custom tutorial video and Loom video for you about your funnel. One of my funnel builders is going to shoot that for you, give it to you. So if you're like, hey, if you ever need to go in and tweak this thing, edit it later, you don't have to call us. You can just watch this video. Pretty cool, right? Also with that, I wanted to share with you guys something really cool. What I was going to do is we have an upcoming mastermind this summer. I haven't announced the dates even to my mastermind students yet, but we're having a mastermind this summer, more than likely in Florida. So Veronica, we may be in your neck of the woods. And so we're having a mastermind with all my students, and we're going to go over everything online marketing. So it doesn't matter if you're a coach, course creator, a roofer, we're going to go everything over online marketing. So what I'm about to share with you guys, this opportunity, you're going to get access to that too, okay? You're also going to get access to not only us building out your first sales funnel, but we're going to have a 6-figure funnel challenge in May. And so in May, you're going to get VIP access. You're going to get VIP access to that 6-figure funnel challenge. It's going to be really dope. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited for that. And then also we're going to throw in the mini course. So let me go over that one more time. We're going to, if you take us up on this opportunity tonight, the done for you funnel, we're going to get that up for you. So our team's literally going to build it out and put it in your systems. So if you're using ClickFunnels already, we'll put it in there. If you're using Lead Stacker and you want to use that, we'll build it in there. If you're using, I don't know, something else, we'll put it in there. Our team knows almost every software. So we'll build that out. 14 days of support after a custom tutorial, how to use it. You're going to get access. Now, the mastermind ticket I just shared with you guys, my students that are in that mastermind paid $10,000 to be in that mastermind. Literally $10,000. You're going to get access to that for free, and then access to the challenge. And so what that is, this is, to be honest, I should be charging. Listen, I want you guys to do it. Valerie, I thought you left. You said you were leaving. Oh, you said you were logging out of Zoom. My bad. And Valerie, I hope I see you this summer at the mastermind. Valerie's in our mastermind, so I'm so pumped to hopefully see her again. So we'll probably host that down in Florida. But the value on all this, guys, is well over $5,000. I know this because I've charged people to build funnels. Me and my funnel builders, we've charged $5,000 to build these out for people. If you don't believe me, I will send you, like, people pay anywhere between $1,000 to over $10,000 for one funnel. Now, am I saying that if you go on Upwork or Fiverr or somewhere, you're going to have to pay that much? No, I'm not saying that. But a good funnel builder can be a sizable investment. And so we've even charged $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 just to build out these funnels or more. And so you guys be able to have this. Check this out. only $9.97 for only $1,000. We're going to give you all that. You're going to be able to spend 2 days with me in Florida. You're going to get your funnel built out. You're going to get access to the challenge. And I didn't even mention did I mention it's a VIP ticket to the challenge? So you're going to get to learn from me for 5 days, and my team, not just me. You're going to learn from my team for 5 days, all on funnels, online marketing, ads. I got some friends coming in. It's going to be dope. So it's only $9.97. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Listen, there's only a small group of people in here. But like I mentioned, we can only take so many clients. We can only take so many clients because we do other work. And so if this is something that you guys are interested in, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Go ahead, check it out. If it's for you, cool. If not, hey, I would love to at least for you guys to get your funnel process started, whether it's with us. There we go. The link's in the chat in Zoom. Let me see. What's up, my man? I want to put this in the chat here. I can't put it in Facebook, I don't think, right now. But if you guys go to ditchyourwebsite.com/funnel, you can get that and take advantage of that. And so that's going to be really dope. I think the value alone in that is the mastermind, getting to come down there. And this one's going to be a little different than the last one we did. Just to give you guys, yeah, Veronica, you can share with a friend. Go for it. So to give you guys a little context to the last mastermind event we did it down in Tampa. It was super low key, super chill. There was like 5 to 10 of us. It's going to be probably around 10 to 15 this time. We're going to host it in an Airbnb on the beach. It's going to be really dope. So we're going to have a mastermind with a view. So you're going to be able to sit there and learn online marketing while you're looking out at the beach. It's going to be so fun. I love the beach, so that's my favorite thing ever. But so anyway, that's the value in that. So the time frame right now we're looking at in June, Angela. I don't know 100% of when that's going to be for sure, but as of right now, it's going to be June. And probably mid-June at that. So we'll actually know the dates probably in a week or two. I meant to have those dates finalized last week, but we've had some other things pop up. So anyways, I just want to let you guys know about that. There's only, we're only picking up 10 new spots this over the next week or two just to fill up our calendar. So if that's something you guys want, like I said, you go to ditchyourwebsite.com/funnel to save that. And we would love to help you build out your funnel. My funnel builders are anxious to build these out for you guys, whether it's an ebook funnel, a webinar funnel, a sales appointment funnel. We're ready to build these things out and get these going for you guys. So anyway, I'll take 1 or 2 questions. It could be about that. It could be about something else. Would love to hear what your questions are if you have any, and would love to see you guys inside the program and then see you at the mastermind and help you build out your funnel if possible. So anybody have any questions that I can answer before we log off here? I know we're over 90 minutes, but I want to make sure that I answer. Veronica says not right now. That must have means I did an okay job at addressing your questions before they came. What's up, Calvin? What's up, my man? So there's the site for anybody that wants to go check that out. Veronica, thanks for staying up, being in here. That's cool. I want a funnel built. Where do I sign up? Cool. You go to ditchyourwebsite.com/funnel. For some reason, the software I'm on, it doesn't. Oh, Valerie, what's up? Valerie, hit me up. How do you know I'm up if my camera's off? Your camera's on now. Coach Valerie, hit me up. DM me. You're in the mastermind, so we'll do something fun for you. Since you're in the mastermind, I want to treat you right. But yeah. I think that's Coach Valerie, or who is that? Coach Valerie that messaged that? I see your picture in one. All right, awesome. Yeah, so Coach Valerie messaged me and we can get this built out fast. All right, Angela says, I know I'm going to do it for one. I'm trying to do it, which business to do it for. Cool. What I would say is if you're trying to figure out which business to do it for, I would ask myself, which business do I want to grow? Like, this is just me personally. I'd say, which one do I want to grow the fastest? Like, which one do I want to focus on right now and grow the fastest? And so for some of you guys, you may say, well, I want to grow both of them fast. What I would like to ask is, which one do you feel like has the most momentum right now? Which one do you feel like we could just pour fuel to the fire, right? And then go from there, and we can figure out which one to build it on. And what we're going to do is, if you guys jump on, we have an onboarding call. So this is how the process works for those of you guys that want a funnel built out by us. So what we do is you go ahead and save your seat. Right after, you're going to book a call with my team. I'll probably be on there as well, so me and my team. And what we're going to do is we're going to spend about 30 to 45 minutes going through your business. If you don't have the sales process, say, okay, what sales process makes sense for you? And we're going to narrow down exactly what your funnel needs to look like. We're going to go through, what resources do you have? We're going to say, hey, what's the objective? What do you want the outcome to be? And then we're going to go through and ask, who's your target audience, right? We're going to narrow down all these fun questions and put it in a document for our team. And then our team's going to go run with it and build this out. And so, and Angela, that's what I would say, like, first and foremost is just like, which one do you want to build out the most, but also which one has most momentum that we could just add fuel to the fire with. So from there, that's what how I would go about it. So cool. All right. Well, guys, last call for you guys to jump in and take advantage of that. Coach Valerie, I'll be chatting with you soon. Angela, I'm sure I'll be chatting with you soon, it sounds like. And yeah, if you guys have any questions at any time, let me know. I would love to assist and, just help you guys in the online marketing. For those of you all that are going to be in Florida with me this summer, let's do it. It's going to be awesome. The main goal behind that mastermind is to show you guys how to really get better at sharing your message. And so we're going to talk about, we're going to help you become better at presenting. We're going to talk about how to present yourself through a funnel. We're going to talk about how to book stages. We're going to talk about a bunch of cool stuff. And so I'm excited to see everybody who's going to be there in Florida with us. But anyways, I'm going to log off here. We'll chat with you guys very soon. I appreciate you. And we'll chat very, very soon. God bless you guys. See you on their side.